I wouldn't dare to step out of line, so I will strictly adhere to the protocol that has been established. So I will start with, on behalf of UNICEF, I'm truly pleased that you have joined us here today for the start of this very important midterm review, being held under the theme, Rethinking the Agenda for Children. I also want to express a profound thank you to His Excellency, the Governor-General, Dr. Sir Cuthbert Sebastian, and the Honourable Prime Minister Denzil Douglas, and the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis for so graciously hosting us. Today, as we begin this midterm review of the UNICEF East and Caribbean Multi-Country Programme, the debate about our children rage on around us. Our children are facing unprecedented challenges as they try to navigate through the uncertain, changing, and highly demanding world around them. Thankfully, and I would like to stress this, thankfully, the vast majority of them are well adjusted and are coping well. However, the several challenges they are being faced with make it even more important for us as duty bearers to ensure that we provide the best possible environment in which they can grow and be nurtured. In this constantly changing and challenging environment, it is more important than ever before that we as adults, as parents, as politicians, as community leaders, as members of the society, not only to do the walk, but walk the talk by each and every one of us, setting high ethical and moral standards for the present and future generation to follow. Eastern Caribbean countries have made some laudable progress in securing the rights of their children. Indeed, UNICEF is extremely pleased that many of the governments have prioritized aspects of the children's agenda. Generally, most children living in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean and the Turks and Caicos Islands are born healthy. They have access to basic social services, services such as health, universal primary, and in most cases, secondary education. Some countries have even extended their reach to early childhood education. Progress towards the attainment of the Millennium Development Goals has been steady. Most countries are on track. However, it is recognized that the effects of climate change, the prevailing HIV/AIDS situation, and the fallout from the economic situation could reverse some of these gains. We must be forever vigilant to ensure that we protect children, the most vulnerable section of the population. Just last week, the international community came together in New York to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the adoption of the optional protocols to the Convention of the Right of the Child. With 2/3 of the UN member states already ratifying the protocols, our Executive Director, Anthony Lake, made a spirited call for universal ratification of the protocols. But few of our countries in this sub-region have signed or ratified the 2 optional protocols, which seek to protect the most vulnerable children in our midst and which provide stronger protection for children to those already enshrined in the Convention on the Right of the Child. Nearly 20 years ago, Eastern Caribbean countries joined the international community in signing and ratifying the Convention on the Right of the Child, and this convention remains the most signed and ratified human rights treaty in history. This year, at least 3 of our states will celebrate the 20th anniversary of ratification of the Convention of the Right of the Child. By ratifying the Convention of the Right of the Child, Eastern Caribbean countries committed to protect and ensuring children's rights. They also committed to developing and undertaking all action and policies in the light of the best interest of the child. We are satisfied that all our governments are taking this international commitment very seriously. However, we remain deeply concerned that the sub-region continues to lag behind most countries around the world as it comes to their accountability to report on their progress on the CRC implementation. Honourable Ministers, UNICEF strongly urges your governments to take advantage of this momentous year to finalise and submit any outstanding state party report on the implementation of the Convention of the Rights of the Child and sign and ratify the 2 optional protocols of the Convention of the Right of the Child. We will continue, as we have done, to work with governments to provide whatever support is necessary to ensure this obligation is met. It is only through partnership that we can champion the cause of children. The program we are reviewing this week is a joint one between UNICEF and the 10 governments involved in the multi-country program. It is a partnership that has borne results. But now, at stock-taking time, we will review to see where we can fine-tune to be even more efficient, more effective, and relevant in our programming. And as we proceed, we will work closely with the OSCE Secretariat, which has achieved significant progress on behalf of the sub-region people. And this recognition is further cemented by OSCE Secretariat and UNICEF signing, for the first time ever, annual work plans which are clearly defined and set out the goal for 2010. And as you know, under the leadership of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, also OSCE is co-hosting this important event. Dr. Fletcher, please be ensured that the journey which we have started together will yield results for the present and future generation of the Caribbean. On behalf of the children in this sub-region, our task over the next few days will be to take a determined move forward in creating a Caribbean fit for children. I thank you and hope we have a most productive midterm review.